Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. Happy Saturday. We have a big day planned.
Yes, we do.
We are going to the Three Barrons Renaissance Fair. We've been there a few times before.
Yep.
I don't know if it's happened for the last couple of years because of like the COVID-ness.
Right, I don't know.
But it's happening this year and it always takes place over 2 weekends. It's the first and second weekend in June. This is weekend number 1. We're not here next weekend, so we thought, you know what? If we're gonna get our Ren Fair goodness on, we have to do it now.
Correct.
It is a beautiful day.
It really is.
The sun is shining.
There's a little breeze.
It's perfect. So we just found parking. You can already tell the crowd here is gonna be big.
Yep.
Parking lot's totally full. We got kind of lucked out with a spot. We did buy our tickets online. They were how much?
I think $10 each, and then there was like a fee, so it came out to like $23 total. Not
bad for 2 people. Starting to see the fair ahead of us, so let me show you. You can see the tents up there. And it's actually funny because the place that Three Barrons is set up is actually in the winter a sled dog racing track. Like a lot of the sled dog races start here. That's very Alaskan to be a Ren Fair in the summer and sled dog races in the winter. I am very much looking forward to this. So there's a huge line to get in, but these are people who are waiting to buy tickets. Since we bought our tickets already, we are in this shorter line up here. So when you first come in, there's the info booth where you get like maps and schedules, and you spin the wheel to see if you are a peasant or a noble. So let's see.
Hello and well met. That was a peasant.
Oh man, we're both peasants.
Oh, so delicious! Such a sweet treat!
So I stopped by the ATM to get some money. I couldn't find Sherri, and I found her already shopping. What'd you find? I'll hold the map.
It's just a beautiful diamond.
Super pretty. Look at all of the fun stuff they have here. This is only like shop number 1, and I'm already like, oh yeah, this is Sherri's thing. Beware.
Dragon is stirring.
Dragon is stirring. That's fun. So lots of food booths when you first walk in. You can see stuffed bananas. There's halibut back there. There's gyros, Tiki Pete's Alaskan Grill, Go Nuts Donuts. So lots of food booths. And there's lots of roaming entertainment, just like this. One thing I love about Three Barrons, you can see you have people who like go absolutely all out. And then you have people like me who don't even try. Then you have people like Sherri who are just freaking cute. Can we talk about how Sherri looks? She has a crown that Auburn made her. And you have your dress. You look amazing. I think the main reason that Sherri likes coming to the Three Barrons Renaissance Fair is that all day long she calls me her wench. I don't appreciate it one bit. Meal number 1, they called this a Buddha gyro. So Sherri, what's different?
It has feta cheese and cilantro.
Yes, please. That looks great. So we're just outside the beer garden. You can see the frog mermaid. You can see it's done up like a pirate ship. They have a show about to start, I think. They have like a little, it's almost like a Build-A-Bear, but they have unicorns, and Sherri was just like, oh, I can build a unicorn. Do we need to get you a unicorn? And dragons, yes. Sherri is off because her flower crown booth is over here, so that will be the next stop. Look at how cute these little mushroom houses are. The small ones are only $8. These are amazing. They're so cute. I wish they were a little bit bigger. We could get Missy her own little mushroom house. And for $3, you can even get in the ring and do battle with like foam swords. Sherri, do we have any marital issues we need to take out? Are we good?
Apparently on the news.
Oh, that's true. The news is here. This is our chance. Basically every booth here is Sherri's kind of stuff. It's all just like sparkling, pretty. Almost every booth has some kind of sparkly crown or magical beasts. Sherri, this is amazing. Well, I thought she was going to want to try on one of the pretty crowns, and she surprised me because what she wanted to try on was the dragon mask. There's all sorts of little areas like this, like the Alchemist Guild. Wait, what is happening up here? It's like a parade. They're like throwing out gold coins and stuff. Oh, Sherri. Sherri missed it.
My lord.
Ah. That was Mr. Block. He was my high school English teacher. He's the best teacher I've ever had in my life. Okay, so there are 3 courts. There's the blue court, which is leading the way with my high school English teacher.
The glory of Venice.
And then there's red.
Who is the power of the Lord?
And then there's green.
Red and gold, we're always full. Silver and green, forever me. We are deadly.
What'd you think about that?
Pretty amazing.
It's so fun. Also, my English teacher. He's so hilarious. All right, you guys, I forgot how much I love our Ren Fair. Here is the Hillshire Maze. And just so you know, Hillshire is the name of this whole area during Ren Fair. So they say that where this takes place is here at Hillshire. And they build a maze here in the middle. This area here, the Crimson Dove Inn, they have a bunch of games in there, cards, dice, and more, and shade on a hot day like today. And now we're to the Living History Village, which is kind of a cool walk-through area. I think we're gonna hit next. You can see we have the guillotine there. Hopefully neither of us end up in that today. Look at how cool this is. He like pulls that, which fills that with air, pumps it into there to stoke the fire in the little blacksmith forge area. So you can see they're actually making chicken on their grill back there. And she is working on an apricot lemon sauce to go with the chicken. One of the areas they have here is an area with feathers dipped in ink where you can sign your name in the little book. Oh, so Sherri, oh boy. Do you have to dip it after each letter? I have no clue. To be fair.
This is not pretty. It's not pretty. How did they write?
Nailed it.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Perfect. So we just had the coolest conversation with a guy here in the Living History Village. He was telling us that this group started doing this about 20 years ago, and then they moved it here to the 3 Barrons Renaissance Fair. And the people who do it, we have like the blacksmith, we have the whitesmith, which is like soft metals. There's a baker, there's like the kitchen, there's the house, there's a leather worker, there's a spice mill, there's just like all sorts of different things. And he said all of this stuff was built to basically at the end of the fair to fold up, to go in a Connex, and not to come back out until next year. So each of the courts have their own little area. Here is the red court. This is really cool. It's called Celiac's Delight. It's a cart that they're pulling around that has all sorts of gluten-free snacks. They really do have everything here. The Wicked Pixie. This sounds like a boot. Yep, of course. There she goes. You can see they have witches' hats, embroidered witches' hats. And then over here they have princess hats. Those are fun. Lots and lots of different costumes and outfits here. Here is the green area. And back here is where the green court, sorry Sherri. Back here is where they're gonna have the tomato show. I think in about a half an hour. We're gonna try to make it back for that. And then over here, we have all of the games of skill. So you can see axe throwing, like javelin throwing. Sherri, do you wanna do any games of skill?
All right, Adam's gonna throw some axes. Nailed it. Go Adam. We're waiting for this guy to throw his javelin.
Oh, yeah!
Well,
Nailed it.
no. So I think that we learned that if it was up to me to protect us, I would hit the person very hard with the axe, but I wouldn't actually ever cut them.
Right, no puncturing.
No puncturing, just like bludgeoning. So we're in line getting lemonades next. And next to us is the fortune teller booth.
I will break your jaw! We are deadly! Here's go home!
They have a glitter booth. You can see doing glitter designs, glitter makeup, super fun. And then next to it, we have henna. Sherri's looking at leather bracelets, and this one,
It's my hair.
it's exactly your hair colors. It's so funny. Ye Old Midnight Potter, handmade pottery. Sherri, I'm not yet used to when I leave a booth, I'm like, thank you, and they're like, fare thee well. I'm like, dang it. So Sherri has looked at these at a few different shows now. They're little, what would you call them, Sherri?
Ear cuffs.
Ear cuffs, but they give you like little, like elf ears?
Yeah.
So they just like sit on the top of your ear?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
So cute.
And they have a bunch of different crowns and stuff. I think this one's super fun, like the unicorn. Lots of them.
You're the controlling.
One of the things I've thought of as we've been looking at different booths is I feel like Auburn selling those that you're wearing would do really well here. Look at that. So pretty. Look at these. They have like a little Baby Yoda, a little Mike Wazowski, a little Mario in the raccoon suit. These are fun. Oh yeah. Whoa. Those are cool. Holy cow. Those are only $30 each. I like those. Here's the corn booth. What would be a Ren Fair without corn? This needs to happen. Now, it's a Ren Fair. Now the most important decision. Sherri, what are we putting on our corn? They have, honestly, a little bit of everything. I kind of would just do salt and pepper, honestly. What would you do?
I'll even do some like parm cheese.
Okay, how about this? You decide the corn. You do parm cheese, you do whatever you want. I'm gonna trust you and your taste buds. How's the corn? Super good?
Mm-hmm.
While we're enjoying the corn, they've been assembling the peasant dancing, which I think is about to start. Sherri, last chance. You sure you don't want to do peasant dancing?
Well.
No? All right. Let's keep exploring. All right, so we just got here to one of my favorite events of the entire Ren Fair, the Tomato Show.
25, 25, looking for 30. 25, looking for 30. Anybody give me $30?
The baskets of tomatoes went for $105 a basket. We did not buy a $105 basket of tomatoes, but I'm excited to watch $210 in tomatoes get thrown at people.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Like her.
Get this show at any time, full of your exacting standards. And it will!
So the play just started and they're coming through selling tomatoes. You can buy a tomato for
A whole tomato.
a whole tomato for $1.
A handful of mush for 50 cents.
50 cents for tomato mush. There's one of the winners. She gets a basket of tomatoes for $105. The tomatoes are officially flying. Oh. Oh gosh. Much Ado About Nothing is well. Oh, that guy just got. Oh my goodness. Much Ado About Nothing is way better when you can throw tomatoes. Oh goodness.
Stay, or you get living! It is certain that I love them all ladies, only you excepted.
All right, so we're taking off. Sherri, is that your very first tomato show ever?
I think so. That was hilarious.
Yeah, you liked it?
I like like they said the first line, it was like just constant tomato.
As soon as the first line comes out, you just like start pelting people.
Yep.
It's the greatest. Also, we're hot in like flowy clothes. Can you imagine how hot it would be in that? Wow. We're exploring a lot of the booths that we missed on our first pass, just kind of checking everything out. I will say, it's bigger than I remember. I don't think it's bigger than it's been before, just because like this is where it always is, but I just feel like there's more here. And just like that, we are back at the booth where it all started. Sherri, you like that one? Seems like there's probably a lot of things in this booth that you would like. So we've seen lots of costumes today, lots of outfits. This guy right here is the best we've seen all day. And we overheard him talking earlier. He said it's all real leather that he made.
It's insane.
It's so amazing. I think we're about to head out. Sherri, last chance to pummel me with a foam sword.
Okay, thanks.
You sure you're okay?
I love you.
Last chance. All right, here we go. Heading out of the Three Barrons Renaissance Fair. All right, friends, back in the Jeep. Our time at the Three Barrons Renaissance Fair has come to an end. Sherri Beth, it's a hot one.
It's a hot one.
What is the temperature?
77 according to my watch.
You guys, almost 80 degrees, which may not be hot for a lot of you. It's hot for Alaskans.
It's hot for us. And I mean, the sun is up from like 5 o'clock until like 11 o'clock.
That's right, sunset now I think is 11 or after. It's ridiculous right now. So, super hot day, but beautiful outside.
Beautiful. It was a lot of fun. There were a lot of really fun booths. Actually a lot of booths that we've seen at like the Mermaid Festival and the Crab Fest. Like
we did, we talked to one vendor that we actually saw at Crab Fest last weekend. We're like, weren't you at Crab Fest? She's like, yes. She's like, why were you there?
The place that I got my crystal crown at the Mermaid Fest was here.
Yeah, which was very cool.
Yep.
So they haven't done the Three Barrons Renaissance Fair like this in 2 years. They did something last year called like the Queen's Court, which was like a very pared down version.
Right.
But not like this. This was like the full Renaissance Fair. And I can genuinely say, this was my favorite trip to the Ren Fair ever.
I think so. Like it seemed bigger. It seemed bigger than it has been. It might not have been. Maybe it's just been so long since we've been here. But
you know what I think that it is? I was thinking about this because I felt the same way, and I think I even said that in the vlog that I don't remember it being this size. I think that this time we actually took the time and like walked through the village and went in all the booths.
Yeah.
I think that normally the way that we do Ren Fair is like we come in, we kind of like just sweep through, like we do a lap.
Yeah.
But I think this time we went in every single booth.
We went in every booth and we like walked through the village and talked to some of the people.
And like stopped for a couple of the shows. And so I feel like we experienced more of Ren Fair this time than we have in the past.
I think so, yes.
It is one of my favorite events because it is so immersive. And the group that puts it on, kudos to you guys because it is so spectacular.
I love that even like the vendors like stay in character. They're all dressed in like Renaissance garb and then they all like respond in character. Like none of them are just like, that's $5. Like
no, that's exactly right.
I mean, what did she say for the lemonade? I forget what she said. But it was just
I don't
like,
remember.
Something about like 4 currency something, and I was just like, all right.
And then there's me, like I walk in the booth, I'm like, hi. They're like, good day. I'm like, oh, I'm a moron.
Well met.
Oh man, like I am in no character.
Right.
So it goes on again next weekend. It's interesting because they do kind of a theme each weekend. So the theme for weekend 1 is like a pirates theme. So there's like a lot of pirate stuff going on. The theme for weekend 2 is actually like fantasy, which is a very generic term, like a very wide term.
That'd be a lot of fun for me.
It would be a lot of fun for you.
Probably a lot of like fairies and dragons and...
Yeah, and I gotta say, speaking of like fairies, we saw so many people dressed up.
Yeah.
Like not even as part of the Ren Fair, just people who were there enjoying it.
Yep. I did not feel out of place at all. I felt a little underdressed with my crown.
I'm wearing like I look like I'm going to a business meeting after this. Like this is what I need, Sherri. Between now and next year, I need something I can wear to Ren Fair that is not a giant like knight armor suit, because I would die in the heat.
Correct.
Or that guy who was like in the all leather warrior suit.
Correct. You need something light, but
even just like a black shirt that just says, "This is my Ren Fair shirt." Like just like something that I can wear it here.
You have a black shirt and I have a cricket, so
oh,
we can make this happen.
Here we go. So, all right, friends, we have loved bringing you guys along to all these different fairs and festivals in Alaska. We did Mermaid Fest, we did Crab Fest, we did the Ren Fair.
Yep.
It's just, I don't know, I think that after 2 years of these things not existing,
it's fun to like get back out and experience them.
Completely. This was a great one. So if you live in Anchorage, next weekend, come back out to the Three Barrons Renaissance Fair. We will be back next year.
Yeah.
And I'll have a Renaissance Fair shirt next year. Gosh darn it.
Okay.
Okay? All right, friends. We love you guys so very much. We'll see you on the next LeggLife video.